Hey guys, it's Brianna at 100 pounds. Brianna Gets Fit on Instagram. Today I'm going to talk about binge eating and how I overcome things. So a lot of people on Instagram have asked me how do they stop binge eating and what do I do to make it easier and have I binge ate and all things like that. Well, first of all, when I started my journey in September of last year, so about 6 months ago, before that, I would constantly binge eat, didn't care what it was. I liked it, I would eat it over, and I just keep eating mounds and mounds of it, like piles of it. No matter if I was full or not, because it was delicious. And when it tastes good, you want to eat it. You don't care about the calories, you don't care about anything, you just want to eat, 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 eat. Well, that's how I was. And it's a lot. It's really emotional, and I don't think, unless you have been in the position, it's hard to understand how emotional and how just all the emotions and everything that go into being overweight and having this mindset that you have to eat to be happy, or you have to eat when you're bored, or you have to just do anything. That's just, I know it's not just me. There's a lot of people that feel the same way I do. You connect food to everything. Like hanging out with friends, you eat food. Going out and doing things, food's related. Hanging out with family, food. Everything has food connected to it. Birthdays, just anything. Everything's connected to food. And the way I've stopped myself from binge eating is, to not deprive myself of anything. Honestly, because I've learned, because I've done binge eating a few times since I started my journey. Because in the beginning, I was just not very smart about it and cut myself off from a lot of things that I was accustomed to eating on a regular basis. And the way that I've dealt with not binge eating is eating a small portion of what I would have ate before so that I can satisfy my cravings, but also at the same time not go overboard. And honestly, it takes a while to get past that whole binge eating process, because you're so accustomed to it that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take you a long time and a lot of emotional thoughts and all those things. You have to get your mind into it and everything. It's not just you wanting to do it. You have to know in your brain and understand why you want to and how much work it's going to take to get to that. Because you can't just want to do it. You have to realize how emotional it is, that eating in your life. I'm not sure if this makes sense. I just don't know how to explain it, because this is just how I feel about binge eating. It's really hard. It's super, super hard to not binge eat. But trust me, you'll get there. It just takes a lot of time, and just like I said, just cut back on your, you binge eat because you're sad, okay? Instead of binge eating on some chips and some ice cream, how about you grab some strawberries and you grab some crunchy celery sticks, or some crunchy put some kale in the oven and crisp it up and eat it with lemon juice on it. Oh my god, it's so good. Bake it at 350 for 8 minutes. All you do is you rinse off some kale, you dry it, you put it on a baking sheet, spray some oil on it, squeeze some lemon on it, put it in the oven for 8 minutes at 350, and it will come out crispy and delicious. And oh my gosh, it's just as crispy as chips. It's healthier for you, less calories, less fattening, still the same crispiness, and you won't feel guilty afterwards because there's barely any calories in it. And trust me, binge eating is hard, guys. It really is. But you can do it, and I believe that you can do it. So if you have any ideas or any questions for me, feel free to message me on Instagram at 100 pounds Brianna Gets Fit, or down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Have a nice day.